funny because I mean. Well, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you all to the to Cave Creek, Arizona here, and it's a beautiful Thursday and here in Arizona, and hope everyone's doing well in spite of our whole world crisis we're in, and we're really using music to its fullest to really come together and share the love in the music and just bring people together. So it's tonight. This is number 18 of my live streams from my home, and it's been really exciting for me because I'm getting a chance to. I look forward to this, and having been a performer and entertainer, and all those have gone away. This is an opportunity to still play for you, and I typically what I do in my home every night. So I wanted to kind of share that with you now, and have you be able to enjoy some different material each particular week as well. And what I'm also doing here, and it kind of makes it. This has been a contemplative time for me, and I'm sure for everyone out there, when you have months being in quarantine and just staying home and a lot of thinking and reminiscing. And I really have gone back very deep, and a lot of it has come back from this live streaming is opened up an enormous amount of reconnections. Not that you don't care about these people in my life that I've met 30, 40, 45 years ago, but they're just things happen to just take a different path where we just get so busy with our things. But it kind of rekindled and brought us all back together, and it really feels good, And so this is something I hope to be doing for some time. And the YouTube channel is where I'm going to keep all my live streams, even though I'll be doing some on my Facebook, personal Facebook page as well. I'll be converting those and getting those over, so you'll be able to find all my live streams on my YouTube channel, in addition to everything else out there too as well. So anyway, I have a different batch of material each show, and it makes it kind of interesting for me as well as for the listeners as well. There might be occasionally I'll play a tune a couple of times, this first one here I played several shows back, but it's been sitting with me, and it's a tune that Joni Mitchell had made famous. It's called Both Sides Now. I'm going to start off with that. So, and I got a lot of interesting memorabilia to go to present to you today. Each particular show, I'm going to try to dig deep into my archives of photographs and memorabilia, so I can share with you what it's like to have been a musician for 45 years, and I can show you a little bit of my travels. So it'll be fun. So anyway, I'm going to start off now with Both Sides Now. Enjoy. Well, there you have it. That was Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. And again, she made that really famous, and it's one of those kind of pensive tunes. You can go to all different places. So many great versions of it out there. It's nice to see Len Whitmore. And again, at this, I really appreciate you attending. Hey, Kenny. Hey, man, I really appreciate you stopping in. And this is really a fun thing for me because this is what I do in my house. You know, I mean, I come here, I'm in here and I play piano every night. So it's kind of just an extension of my normal routine. Well, it's a little abnormal right now for everyone. I'm sure you all know. And it's what we're dealing with right now. But we're hopefully we'll have it behind us soon. This has been a very trying time for me too, because of course, like with everyone, I immerse myself into creativity, and I constantly keep myself busy, and I'm striving for new things. This whole streaming thing is all new. Many of you might know by now that I've been teaching by video correspondence. I was one of the first in the world to do it back in 1989. And one of my shows, I've featured all the articles and, long hair and mustache and big SVHS cameras and audio cassettes. I did it for a lot of years. And so now I do it all with using Google Drive. And these are personal lessons with all HD videos. And I'm doing Final Cut Pro. And it's and no one's doing it delivering the lesson material my way. So it's kind of a unique way. So if anyone ever wanted to do any studying, please reach out to me and I'll tell you all about it. But it's kind of unique and a lot of fun and very, very effective. But it's so anyway, this has been an inspiring time for me, and I was supposed to be visiting my mom, in Florida. She's 92 on April 5th, and she's just a real gem, and I just treasure the time I can get across from Arizona over to Florida to see her. And of course, that has changed. However, this has been a very special time for me because I'm able to still connect with her, and my family and my friends, and make new friends abroad. I've been seeing, especially on YouTube, we're getting a lot of international. Please tell me where you're at. If you get anyone out of U.S., it's really kind of cool to touch in with people abroad. It's really been very exciting. But I wrote this tune in dedication to my mom. I've got about 5 or 6 tunes that I've written just as a result in being inspired by the emotion. A lot of times, even the darkest emotion can bring out good things. So some good things could perhaps come from this. But I wrote this tune called Palermo, and it's a place I was planning on going to Italy to do some playing, and that obviously got changed, and I had doing some deep research on getting over there to do some playing and spend some time in Italy and see where I was. Even though I have the Delaney last name, I'm very Sicilian. My mom, Mary Fusco, and her family's from Palermo. So anyway, this is what I got the inspiration from. These are the streets of Palermo, and this next song, when you hear this is what it's all about. And it's kind of like, this is my vision. I've never been there, and I can't wait to get over there and see this beautiful country. I know you're all having challenging times there as well. And so this is Palermo. So again, this is one of those kind of things where we're something good will come out of this. Is a nice piece of music. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Palermo. They have it, Palermo, and that again, that was I haven't had a chance to play that for many people, and it's you're kind of the first group to be able to hear this piece of music, and I'm playing it solo, so I'll have an opportunity at some point, I'm sure, to play it with a jazz trio. So that will be a lot of fun, you know. So anyway, we have some interesting things that have gone on in my life. I've been a professional musician for a long time, probably around 45 years now, and I started teaching at very, very young, and I attended Berklee College of Music when I was in high school, and I was going private lessons there. Then I attended Berklee College when I graduated from high school back in '75. So it's and that was back in a time at Berklee when there was a lot of gigs around, and everyone was playing and everyone was studying, and there were a lot of great players at Berklee back then too. That was when Gary Burton was around. I think he's still there, and there was so many just incredible players, all still hanging there, and still are, and many of them are. And one of my dear friends, Ed Saindon, he's a great vibes player, and he's and great pianist too and composer. He's been teaching there for over 40 years, so we kind of collaborate and share each other's music, so it's a lot of fun. This brings up a special memory to me, and we're going to go back in time here a little bit. This next song is written in 1931, and surely before my time. And that's the cool thing with learning jazz piano is you learn all these really old tunes. And I know Lenny Whitmore will get this one, but maybe not. But it's anyway. I got to tell you what it is. Anyway, it was written in 1931, and Cab Calloway was the first to record it. It's called Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. It's really kind of a fun kind of tune to play on a little bit, so I'm going to do a version of that. But this brought up a time in my life. For about 11 years, I was a house piano player at this place called Hugo's Lighthouse in Cohasset, Mass. An absolute gorgeous, picturesque town in south of Boston. And I played there for brunch, and here is me and my good friend Ron McCorder, great bass player. And there's me with my glasses on. I was probably 20. Man, I had to be 24 years old, maybe 23. And this is my friend Ron McCorder, who taught at Berklee College of Music, and he's a fabulous bass player. We still have connected recently, and through all the social media and all, and just a really good guy and great bass player. But this overlooked the harbor where I was playing. And so you see the boats coming in and out, and we had a round circular stage for the piano and the bass. So we played every Sunday brunch. So it was really, really cool. It was a cool gig, and I'll never forget the time where there was the South Shore Music Circus there, where they had all the entertainers coming, and it was just and they'd have everyone there. So I was playing one Sunday, and I look up at Ron, and there's this cat sitting in front of the piano. And I'm saying, man, where do I know this guy from, man? Where do I know this guy? And he was a real handsome black guy, and he had on, sunglasses and everything. He says, "You sound good, man. He sounds really nice." It was Ramsey Lewis. Man. It was like I was like, oh my God, that's where I remember. I remember the 3-piece suit album that I used to and he invited us to his show, and I got a chance to hang out with him and with the band on the break. So it was really, really a lot of, so many good memories happened from sitting in that gig. You never know, and you never know who's going to walk up to the piano when you're playing. That's the other thing I always tell all my students. Whenever you're playing a gig, man, you play like you're, the greatest player is sitting right on the other side of the wall. You try to anyway, So anyway, this is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, 1931, going way back. Enjoy. There you have it, an old tune, and again, it's one of those kind of, you just sit back and you really kind of you can get lost in it. You're trying to wonder what they were trying to capture way back. Hey, man, Dave Landoni. Yeah, man. I know he knows that. Dave's one of the greatest bass players all around Boston. He's and he was, we've kind of been, and he's an avid cyclist. He probably saw me blowing a gasket going up my, before I was doing my ride today. I go out on my road bike, and it's starting to get hot here in Arizona. So, we're still just, we're a few degrees warmer than Phoenix, but it's cooler, I should say. And but I'm going up into the hills here, and it's been really kind of fun comparing notes. He's doing these crazy long rides, and I'm going up there, and we both been doing it for a long time. It's a great sport, and we sit behind the piano all day, so it's kind of a good activity. I go out there and I zen out. So, but I posted my hill climb, like 30 minutes of hill climbing. So my heart rate was probably just get over 160 something. And I'm trying to tell everyone, hey, I'm going to be on YouTube tonight at 7, But it was definitely a fun time, and it's fun to have talk shop with Dave. I see Trisha and Danny Doyle. I want to thank you all for coming in, Rosie. And it's really, so nice. Yeah, 113. I don't want to think about 113 today, Rosie. It was like I don't know where that was. Hopefully, it wasn't in Cave Creek, but it was like. But it can get really, pretty out there. But it's, but we were, be able to use the pool, and find ways to stay cool. It's, but anyway, I want to take some time now to, here's an old Latin tune. I shouldn't say an old tune. It's a kind of a common one, but I wanted to throw something in there that's a little bit familiar. Like that other one, I'm not even sure. Len Whitmore would have known Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. That's kind of like kind of goes way back. And I think I get turned on to it by this is the time to show this picture. Okay, man, this is and maybe I know Dave knows all these guys, but this is myself on piano with a mustache, and John Hunter on bass, great John Hunter, Les Harris Jr. on drums, the great Greg Abate on alto. And he's the alto sax player. They're both on alto, but he's one all the way to the right on the black. And then the great Dick Johnson, the leader of the Adi Shah Orchestra. He was a great person and an inspiration in my life. Here I am with Dick and John Hunter, the bass player behind me. I'm 6'3", and John's like towers over me. So it's pretty wild. It's and really good guy. I could tell you a story about him. But Dick Johnson. Was one of my I can't even words can't even express it, and then this is Les Harris Jr. on drums, and great Greg Abate with his son Anthony, I believe. Yeah, so this was at Damascotta at the Round Top Performing Center, and we did a nice concert there, and the band was burning with the two horns. It was out of control. It was just it was really something. So anyway, this brings back some memories. Dick Johnson was the person who kind of introduced me to these old tunes. We'd get on a gig and he'd be calling these crazy old tunes, man. It's like and and Greg Abate turned me on to tunes like Once in a While, all these old tunes. So, but that was it brought back some memories. And Dick Johnson anyway was when I was studying at Berklee College of Music and I was like 17 years old. I used to go. My dad, we used to go up and hear Dick, and he was playing with the great Paul Schmeling on piano, who's a chairperson of Berklee College of Music, and actually a really dear friend too. But we used to go up and hear Dick, and I remember the first time I ever sat in and played piano professionally was with the great Dick Johnson. And I just sat in, and I was studying piano with Paul at the time. So it was absolutely a memorable experience for me. And then here I am up on stage playing with Dick, and many years later, I went from having fulfill my dream. I was this young kid, learning how to play jazz piano. I think I played Rainy Day in Green Dolphin Street or something. But it was like, and it was a great band. Kenny Wenzel was there. I think Kenny Wenzel. But anyway, it brought back some really, really great memories, and that's where Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea came from Dick Johnson, and I got much, much more memorabilia that you guys will just get a kick out of, and it goes way back. So this next tune is Triste. Here we go. There you have it, Triste. Let's see who we got here. Yeah, Joe Beam, you're right, man. It's just anything by Joe Beam is just tremendous, and I have so much fun playing his music. Let's see, Danny Doyle and Tricia. Good seeing you guys. Lenny, I do remember you being there. at the Round Top. You were there. That was so cool. Very, very cool memories. And see if I have anything else. But I got stuff that I'm going to be pulling out for you that is going to be just, pretty amazing. I mean, as far as like the memorabilia stuff. I mean, I'm kind of really put in that mode being here. So much time, with so much time on my hands. So I'm really kind of digging deep and really kind of reminiscent about my life and what I've done in my life. So I'm glad to be able to share it with you all. This next tune is a tune I wrote on one of my visits to Florida, and it came out really good. I really love playing this thing. It's called McGregor Blues. I don't know if anyone knows Fort Myers area, but there's the main road there, McGregor Boulevard, is the main thoroughfare there. And it is crazy, man. It's like, it's I'll never forget the time me and Seema went, and we just got our rental car. And always I think of this tune, and I think of this situation, and I'm a perfect driver. I mean, I have, knock on wood, wherever it is, whatever the piano is, it's wood. But anyway, I have to say that within 5 minutes of getting our rental car, we're in traffic sitting on McGregor Boulevard, and someone rear ends us, flying, and deployed the airbags in his car and everything, and he left the scene, and it was just a nightmare. But fortunately we were okay. We had some illnesses that we had to deal with over a period of time, but it was something. But McGregor Boulevard was in McGregor Blues. It was kind of like, when I think of this tune, I can't have this vision. I have this vision of this god awful accident. It was, but we, fortunately we were okay, and we got through it. But anyway, this is McGregor Blues, and it comes to you from Fort Myers, Florida, and you just be careful driving down there. It's crazy. I mean, everyone's like stop and go, and a lot of people. So anyway, here we go, McGregor Blues. So you have it, McGregor Blues. That was something that I did such a long time ago, and it was it's just a fun one to play. And I got a chance to play that with a quartet and trios and things. It's really cool. Oh man, Tony Coleman. Well, man, good seeing you. One of my old students, and again, it's just so nice to see all you that popped in and take the time. And again, all these will be appearing in my YouTube channel. They'll all be there, even the ones on Facebook. So I'll be converting those over and turning into MP4s and pushing them over into YouTube. So they'll all be parked in one spot. So even though they'll stay on Facebook, you can easily access all of them. This is number 18. I can't believe we've done 18 of them, and mostly all different tunes, every single show. It makes it kind of fun. And the cool thing about having done this so long, you really get the you learn a lot of tunes, and it's kind of a fun thing. But I'm going to close today with something that is very, very, very cool, and it's kind of it was a transcription I heard or arrangement I heard from the great Christian Jacob, a great pianist, and it's a reharm version of America the Beautiful. So I thought this was really a very interesting thing, and I think in our time of the world right now, I think we have a lot to be hopeful for and optimistic, and we're hopefully this will resonate with you, and it sure did with me. It's kind of has a lot of sophistication to it, so whenever I assign this to my students, it's kind of like, hold on, man. It's like it really is it's some challenging, some stuff going on in it, but hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back after this tune, and I'll tell you one more thing. Okay, so enjoy America. Just like we all remember it. It's just one of those. It's one of those kind of tunes. It goes back to, I had an interesting conversation sometimes with students of mine. It's one of those things that sometimes when you get simple melodies, this isn't as simple as like something like Happy Birthday or something. It's sitting there, but you take some of the great masters like Keith Jarrett. It comes to mind because he did Danny Boy and he did Shenandoah. He did all these somewhat simplistic tunes. He put such a level of sophistication behind him. And yes, let's see, Len Whitmore knew this, great pianist with Tanny Sutton. Absolutely, Tanny's another great artist, and she is just extraordinary. And thank you, Dave, for the kind words. It's always nice to have players, that are coming in and saying hi. And and one of these days, the cool thing is I can keep bugging them to come out to Arizona and we can play. And someday when the world opens up, we can do live streams from here, and maybe we'll have Dave Landoni here, and we can, we'll go cycling during the day, and try not to wear ourselves out too much. But anyway, I want to thank you all for joining in another nice evening. It just an hour goes by like nothing. It's just like I could sit here and do this all night long, And I'll be back on my personal Facebook page at 5 o'clock this Saturday, and then I'll be back here. As of now, I'm still keeping it. Keep your eyes peeled. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because you'll be able to get the scenario. I usually announce it. When it's going to be, but I'm trying to meet that international audience as well. And it's obviously this is a different kind of time zone. It's 7 o'clock at night. In Australia, it's not. I guess it doesn't work out too well. So we're trying to. I'm not quite sure if I could find some time to stream during the day as well, but I will be looking into that a little bit more. But as of now, I'll see you back here next Thursday at 7 o'clock. And again, thank you so much for coming in. And I'm going to leave you with one of my prized possessions. On this next tune, I featured Ed Sanden's tune "Humanity" quite a bit, and he was a wonderful artist. And please check him out when you have a chance. He's just a great guy too. And but this next tune is called "Forever April." I wrote this because we were in the midst of this, and we're sitting there, and every day just seemed like April was just going to go on and on and on and on. And it's kind of a cool tune. I'm proud of it. And so I'll leave you with a little bit of my solo piano playing over a nice candle. You can relax. And if you haven't heard it before, or if you heard it, you can hear it again and enjoy it. And I'll catch you next time around. So everyone have a great week. Make the very best of it. And let's see. That's what more can I say except everyone take care. God bless. See ya. Bye.